8888-ASK-LEO is the phone number if you want to call. The website is techguylabs.com. So speaking of things with chips in it, I was on a boat for the last week, Royal Caribbean, and I actually flew to New Jersey so that I could get on this boat and do a Caribbean sail. By the way, Royal Caribbean did not know I was on the boat. I paid full price, but I mean full price for this. I didn't get a deal. I don't like to, get freebies, and because then I feel like you have to say nice things. So I want to be able to be honest, right? And the reason I wanted to go on this boat is because I was curious what the state of the art in cruise ships is, because this thing is undoubtedly state of the art. In fact, I was lucky. We got a tour of the bridge. It felt like the Starship Enterprise. It was amazing. It was amazing. The pod thrusters and just the technology. There's no radio. It's all done with, GPS and cell phones. If there's a ship-to-shore communication, they make a phone call. There's no weather faxes. They get it all over the internet. That was, by the way, the best thing, and especially for geeks, you'll be happy to hear. This new cruise ship, and I think all of Royal Caribbean ships are using it, although I presume you should check, because I can't say that with certainty, but certainly the Anthem of the Seas, that's the name of this boat. Crazy name. I don't even know what that means. Anthem is like the national anthem. It's a song. Anyway, the Anthem of the Seas is using a new technology called O3B. And it is kind of next generation satellite internet designed for a variety of uses, but maritime is one of them. First of all, I've never been on a cruise ship where you could get unlimited data for $15 a day. Usually it's very expensive, very limited. And that's not a problem on most cruise ships because it's so slow, you're never going to use much anyway. You get up at 3 in the morning just to send an email. I got up at 3 in the morning to run a speed test, 25 megabits down, 5 megabits up on this ship. And even at the busiest peak hours, at noon on this ship, it was reasonably fast enough that I uploaded videos. I didn't try Skyping, but you could pretty much do anything you do at home. I was blown away. I've never had that experience in the middle of the Atlantic of really full-speed internet access. Very nice. Also, a lot of technology in the boat. They give you something called a WOW band, which is a rubber band with an RFID chip in it. And you pay for everything with that. You tap things with it. You can tap your door to get in with your WOW band. You still have the key cards, but you don't have to use them. The WOW band does it all. And I hate the striped key cards. Hotels use these, and the mag stripe on the key card, because I have magnets, and all my clothes have magnets. My phone has a magnet on the back. I erase cards like that. And I'm always going down and getting a new card. I've never had a problem on this boat because the RFIDs, those don't get erased. They had an app that tells you your schedule, the bookings you've made, your massage, your dinner, your show bookings, so you know where, and it shows up on your TV. They have giant screens everywhere that you can see where the boat is, what the weather is, what's going on, all sorts of information. I loved this. Touch screens, big, giant touch screens. Very high tech. And it was very cool as a result. Everybody's aware of probably the robot bar, and I did put a video of the robot bar on my YouTube site, youtube.com/Leo Laporte. We'll put some links. I brought with me that, I mentioned this before, the Theta from Ricoh, the Ricoh Theta S camera. It's a 360-degree camera. You press a button, it takes a picture all the way around you, but you can also shoot video. I shot about 5 or 6 videos of different things on the boat, so you can have the experience. In fact, you can use your Google Cardboard or your Gear VR to look around in the video. You don't have to look at me the whole time to see what's around, because it was perfect, because there was stuff all over that you could see. But I did a video like that of the robotic bartender, the robot bar. 2 industrial robotics arms, the kinds that are used in factories, like to make cars. These poor robots, all day long, all they do is mix drinks. It's crazy. You go there, you tap your WOW band to an Android tablet, and so it recognizes you, and that so it can charge you as well. You enter your age just to make sure you're 21, because some of these drinks are alcoholic, not all. And then you pick your drink. They have a menu, or you can mix your own. You say go. The robot arm then goes zzz, zzz, zzz. It has, and it puts out a glass. It takes what it needs, shakes it around, pours it into the glass, and then you go up to the bar and you have to tap your WOW band to the bar so it knows it's you, and the drink goes, and it's amazing. Okay, well, I'm easily amused. What can I say? Pretty fun. Oh, by the way, this was odd. You are also required to tip your robot bartender an 18% tip. So I bought a $4 non-alcoholic drink, a spritzer, and it charges me an extra 72 cents for the bartender. Not that the service wasn't excellent, but what? That's a little strange. I think the reason is that they charge 18% on everything as a tip pool, and they put it on a pool and they distribute it to people because there's people all over the boat that are doing stuff you never see. So they all get a little bit of a gratuity that way, I guess. Can't imagine what the bartender would do, a robot bartender would do with money. It seems very happy just to be shaking things up all the time. Yes, it will save your recipes. If you make up something, you have your own personal recipe catalog. It was a wonderful trip. A little crowded. I mean, these are giant boats. This one has 5,000. They're building a new one, the Harmony of the Seas, that will have 6,000 passengers. That's passengers. Another couple of thousand crew. You've got a little floating city. And that's kind of what it's like. They've got a mall, 2-story mall. I mean, it's like a real mall with stores and everything. They have on the back, you can surf, boogie board, because they have this wave rider they call it a flow rider, that's 40-mile-an-hour water going that you can surf on. And then behind you, I have a video of this if you want to see. You can look behind me. There are people the iFly thing, which is a giant fan that you can pretend you're parachuting. On a boat, rock climbing wall, bumper cars, crazy. But I did have a lot of fun. It was a nice cruise. I don't know if the robot bartender would cut you off. Somebody's asking if you had too much. I'm sorry, sir. It doesn't talk to you. I wish it did. How you doing? Buddy, you look down in the dumps. It's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and Robbie the robot. I don't know. It'd be kind of fun. Anyway, I got to give you a little mini review. As I said, did not get paid by Royal Caribbean. They didn't even know I was on the boat. They know now. Too late. But it was very nice. Had a lot of fun. And boy, that is high tech. 8888 Ask Leo. Your phone calls next. Leo Laporte, the tech guy. Yeah, it costs more than the OLED. I don't know what I was thinking when I realized how expensive that cruise was. I thought, oh my God, what do I should have called them and said, hey, can I have a free cruise?
I saw that room.
Did you see the room?
I saw the room. What
was I thinking?
That's the most insane room I've ever seen on a cruise ship.
Me too.
I watched your video of the bartender or the robotic bartender.
Isn't that wild?
So it took me a long time. I'm looking at my phone.
Realize that you can look around.
I'm like, why is he taking a photo of the table?
Right. It looks like you're looking.
He doesn't have aim. And then I finally moved it at some point, and I went, oh my God,
it's all here.
I have to do this.
It's kind of weird. You have to get used to the camera that you don't aim it. You just put it there, and it takes everything, and then people can look at what they want.
Yeah, it was weird.
It is very weird.
I thought you were a little drunk and took a really bad video at first.
I bet you 90% of the people looking at that video still think that.
Yeah. I mean, it's only because I finally picked up the phone and moved it around.
Right.
I realized that it was the three.
And you can use your arrows, too, to move it around, right? Actually, you can't. You have to. Here, there. Now I can. So this is off the back of the boat. This is New Jersey. Oops. And then I'm getting dizzy. I'm sorry. This is inside the room. So here's the living room. And then you go upstairs. So Michael, our son, was stayed down in the living room. They make up a bed out of the couch. And then you go upstairs. I've never been in a cruise ship with a room that had stairs.
I've been on 5 cruises. Every room I could barely even fit in.
No, I know. And you know, they have plenty of those rooms too. And this TV comes down from the ceiling. Zzz. But what I loved, and this is what I really wanted, was that you can look out over your balcony, and you can't tell here because it's so bright, but you can see the sea going out behind you, which is pretty cool. You're watching yourself sail. Leo Laporte, the tech guy. I forgot to mention one kind of interesting feature of this boat. As with all cruise ships, there are inner cabins that don't have windows. And I've had inner cabins, and it's kind of, you feel like you're in a metal cell, really, because they're nicely appointed, but there's no windows. There's just a door. So what they've done on these Royal Caribbean ships is they have a giant screen that goes from floor to ceiling. Must be 100-inch, must be huge, TV screen, and it shows 5K video from the bridge. They're using red cameras on the bridge to shoot video that you then see in your room. You see the ocean, and it's real time. It's like what's going on right now. So if it's raining, it's raining. And I peered into one of these cameras. I thought, this is not so bad. You don't feel like you're in a cell. You psychologically, you feel like you're looking out the window. That's what super high res is for. 8888 Ask Leo. Let's go to BJ. He's in LA. Hello, BJ. Leo Laporte, the tech guy.